What are those indices that qualify for consumption to production? It is time for us to touch on those nudges, because that is why we're here today. And before that, before JB Chris was on my way, a father, an MC, a poet, and a very dangerous activist. Some of those who push you inside fire, but they'll be there with you. Can we celebrate on my way to here today? On my way, where are you? Just to celebrate you, you're there. Thank you. And so we're going to have other people come up, but at this particular juncture, we want to move. It's going to be a bit unusual for the normal book launch that we are used to. So, in the next maybe 40 minutes, just in 5 minutes each, because this is live in about 15 channels, they're watching us all over the world. Haven't we been gifted with the best time in life? Yeah, we are. And so, chapter 1 speaks about the men of 63. Here today, in the next 5 minutes, is none other than Ekot Etim.
Good evening, everyone. You know, say I short.
I still talk past you now.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. My name is Ekot Etim, and today I'm here to do a reading of the first chapter of Dr. Moses' book. I'm just going to take excerpts. I won't read the whole thing, just a few parts. So for the next 6 minutes or so, you are all mine. So this is a short story about two men named Kemna and Abema. Kemna had always been a dreamer with dreams and hopes for a better future that would soon be his. But he was the type of man who never seemed to find fulfillment or, in fact, the courage to change his situation. He would complain to his friends and family about never getting ahead, but he did nothing to achieve his goals. His fear of failure and his comfort with the status quo kept him from taking risks or making significant changes in his life. I'm pausing here to say that when Dr. Mo asked me to do this reading, he said, Ekoti, when I saw chapter 1, you are the person who came to mind. And I was intrigued because I hadn't read the book at the time. Then he sent it and I looked at, the chapter. I said, it's only God that could have. Kemna remained trapped in a cycle of discontent and unfulfillment, unable to break free from his own self-imposed restrictions and limitations. He became increasingly bitter as the years passed, trapped in a never-ending cycle of an unsatisfying life. His complaint was not unique, as many people feel trapped in mundane routine and struggle to break free from it. Our dear Kemna had failed where others had succeeded. This is the story of many of us. We wake up in the morning, we take our baths, we go to work, we come back, we turn on the TV, and maybe like my grandfather, we slip off in front of NTA. And when someone is trying to change the channel, you're like, no, I'm still watching it, even though he's sleeping. And this is the cycle that we do over and over and over. And we wake up and we're bitter and we're wondering, why is my life not changing? Because we are afraid to fail, we never try. We fail to realize that it is better to try and fail than to never try at all. Entrepreneurial dreams. As the years went by, Kemna became more disillusioned with his life. He would frequently catch himself thinking about the life he could have had if only he had been brave enough to take the risks required to achieve his goal. I know that some of us are here, we wake up and you're like, if only I had registered for that exam. You know when they are saying, oh, go back to school, and you're like, it will take me 4 years. But 4 years will pass whether you go back to school or not. Some of us wake up and we regret the trajectory of our lives, just like Kemna. Membership. He reasoned that if he invested in his body and health, he could at least improve that aspect of his life. However, After his second visit to the gym, he realized that it was not enough to make him happy, so he quit. I just want to add here that I don't think that it was unhappiness that made him quit. I think it was waist pain. Have you ever registered for a gym in your 40s? After that first day, body would tell you. Like you will wake up and you feel like someone has snatched your real body and there is an alien here, because everywhere, like you would discover muscles in places you didn't think you had muscles before. Anyway, after never fully committing to anything at all, Kenna turned 63. He felt the best part of his life was behind him and there was no reason to try anymore. On the other hand, we have Abeba. Abeba always wanted to find his place in life. Ever since he was a young man, he had felt a gnawing in his heart, an unspoken sense that he needed to do something great, something meaningful. But despite his best attempts, he had never quite been able to work out just what that thing was. As he aged, as all humans do, the feeling grew more intense. After his 62nd birthday, it became a constant presence in his mind, something that he was desperate to solve. He felt a pressing need to find answers before it was too late. It's like kind of my grandfather waking up at 70 and deciding that he wants to learn roller skating. So when his daughter, who lived on the other side of the country, called one day and asked if he would come stay with her for a while, Abeba saw it as a sign from the universe. Maybe he needed to step away from his life to allow him to think and to finally figure out the answer to his lifelong question. Sometimes it's okay to step away from the familiar, to leave your comfort zone, to go to a place of retreat and think. On the second day of his stay, he walked around the neighborhood, marveled at how beautiful the world was, how brightly the sun shone, and how the birds sang. That was when he realized that what his something great was. Back at his daughter's house, he mapped out a plan. He intended to build a community for the elderly who didn't have anywhere else to go. A place that was filled with love and warmth and a sense of belonging. And I dare say that in Nigeria, we're desperately in need of such places. After a month, he had a detailed plan for making it happen. He saw no reason to wait and took immediate action by contacting the appropriate people to assist in making his vision a reality. Abeba found his purpose at the age of 63. He discovered his calling in life and set out to make a difference. It was finally time to live up to his potential. So with a clear sense of purpose, he worked tirelessly towards his goal. He finally did it, and with doing it came a sense of fulfillment, deep contentment, and satisfaction, because ultimately he had achieved something great and important. He had done something despite his advanced age and the adversity and hardship that came with it. He was inspiring, demonstrating that age is not a barrier to greatness and that dreams, regardless of your age, can come true. Abeba was living proof that real change can occur at any time. All you have to do is reach out and take it. Thank you.
La la la